Saturday in the studio, come on in. Lisa and Dave, let the fun begin. Grab your stamps, your paper, your glue. We've got crafty inspiration just for you. Colors and layers, memories to keep. Laughing and creating, joy runs deep. Cards and pages made with heart. Let's make some magic, let's make some.
Hi friends, my name is Lisa Schmid and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and welcome to Saturday in the studio. Saturday, I love Saturdays. Saturdays are great days because I get to sleep in, although I didn't today because I woke up at 6:15. Anyway, I'm going to show you something from the new online exclusives that are coming out in March, which is in just like a few days. One more week. So starting on, let me just grab this catalog here, starting on March. Dave will look that up for us. I don't know. Starting in March, you'll be able to get these new online exclusives. So I'm going to show you one that I just think is adorable. So let's go. All right. So these are our March online exclusives. And if you don't remember, we have our annual catalog, and then we have our like quarterly catalog, seasonal, if you want to call it that. And then we have these on every odd month. So every odd month, you'll be able to see an online exclusive. So this is the stamp set.
So on every odd month, you'll see them.
That's what
You said every other odd month.
Oh, sorry. I thought I said every odd month you'll get to see them. So this is the suite. It's called Homemade Sweetness Suite Collection. So it's got really fun paper, stamps.
You hold it up just a bit.
Yep. Well, I'm going to show them in real life too.
Yep.
But fun paper, you've got stamps, you've got really cool dies. These are adorable. You've got some great ribbon and a 3D embossing folder. So let me show you all of that first. So the paper is adorable. So this is so cute with these little flowers. And on the back, don't make your eyes go wiggy. that is, and then this gingham, yep. And the back has little ladybugs and flowers because that mimics the 3D embossing folder. Spoons, which I was like, oh, that's different. But if you put a spoon in the jam, I guess it'd be spoons. And hearts, very sweet. These right here, which of course could be cut out. There's not a die for this size, but I think that would be really cute to cut these out. Actually, I saw something made with this, and I was like, how'd they make little ones like that? Ding, ding, ding. They cut these out because the full size is not little like this. But look how fun these little tops. Love it, love it. And on the back side of that is strawberry slush. A little pattern there. And one more piece, smaller jars.
Hey, Tina.
And on the back of that one is like a notebook paper, which is kind of fun if you're doing scrapbook. I think that would be a really fun one. Oh, and one more, lest I forget the last one. These would be cute too if you really like fussy cutting. You could cut those out. I'm going to make some more on Monday, so I will show you some more cards on Monday with these. And then all the fruit. How fun is that? There actually is a fruit. There are fruit dies. And all of a sudden I'm like, I wonder if they coordinate with this. I didn't realize that could be. Would you look up fruit dies for me?
Yep.
I don't remember the name of them. And then on the back of this is Misty Moonlight. Interesting. I can't remember. Anyway, just placed an order last night, so I don't remember. Did I get the fruit dies or not? But here's the stamp set. So we've got the jar, the lid, which is kind of cute. You could have the lid angled a little bit. We've got a strawberry, blueberries, little heart. Thank you, homemade for you. Love you very much. And you're the sweetest. And then this little accent, which could go like right under or above or both on the word. So that's really cute. And then we've got the dies, which have a very large jar. So there's the jar. This is what it's going to look like when we die cut it out of strawberry slush. Oops, this way, just like that. So there's our die. It does put a little crease in the middle, a score line. We've got the lid for the jar, which how fun is that? I call these our bonus dies, right? Turn this over this way. Because we've got this little shape for writing in or stamping in, for words. We've got all these little shapes for words and tags, which I think is really fun. And there's one more, which I think I have separate because I used it. So we'll see. But there's one more die that looks like it has a little bit of, this one right here, has a little bit of texture on the edge. So that's a fun one as well. Okay, so then you can see here, we've got the spoon handle, or the lid jar, excuse me, the jar lid. There's the spoon handle. We've got a bow, and we were like, what are these? Oh, I think these are for the top of the jar. You know, where you crank it in. Got some flowers, strawberries, blueberries. So lots of, I guess this, oh, this is the lid. I'm like, I guess you could write in this too, but this would be the lid. It's going to fit right in there. So you could do that too, or the opening of the jar, I suppose. Huh. I have not used all of them, as you can tell. I've only used a few. So that is
More to play with.
Yes, of course. Those are the dies.
Hi, Philip. Hi, Cheryl. Hey, Diane.
Phillips.
Sorry, trying to
and then,
read and talk.
And Cheryl, I ordered yours last night. So then we have this cute little ladybug. I'm going to show you the picture, actually. It's cute little ladybug and flower. So it mimics that paper that has the ladybug and the flowers. It's like just about exactly the same, I think. Did you find that fruit?
No.
Not yet. That's okay. All right. So we are going to start. Cheryl, we're making the same card we got to make with our downline the other night, which is just so fun. Our demonstrators came and we made this card. So I'm just starting with a 1/4 sheet of cardstock, and I'm using the thick cardstock because I like my base to always be a little bit thicker. And then I did go ahead and emboss. Look at those little ladybugs. They're so cute. Except, you know what? I'm finding like all these Japanese beetles in our house, they're not so cute. I'm like, squish, squish, squish. They're everywhere, especially when it got a little bit warmer. All right, so let's go ahead and put this on here. How cute. I just think it's a really fun, the whole thing. Obviously, I think it's fun. That's why I got it. All right, so there's that. And then we are going to, this piece, I'm going to set that aside for a second. This piece is going to sit right on top. So I'm going to fold this. Now you could do just one, right? You could do just one jar and not have it open, and it could sit right there. Then obviously your card would open, but this one's going to open right here. That is the card. For the inside, I actually die cut. Uh-oh. No, I actually die cut the inside. We'll get to that in a second, because I'm sure as I dig down, I will find it. Maybe. Okay, I am going to, can you look over there where cutting is and see if I have a white? It looks like half of this.
Okay.
All right, we're going to start with this. And I'm going to stamp on the outside with the jar just to give it some texture, just so it looks like a jar, right? Instead of just this plain thing like that. So let's go ahead and ink up this. I am just going to use Strawberry Slush. I suppose you could use black also, but I'm going to use Tone on Tone. Get that nicely inked up. And if it's not there, it's here somewhere.
Nope.
Okay. And so I don't drop it. I'm going to get that. I'm just going to look at the bottom and the edge, trusting that if I get the bottom and the edge right, the top's going to line up. Right? Oh, it's probably right over here. Yep. Nope. It's okay. All right. So there's that. It's so cute. It's so cute. Okay. Then I'm going to put on this little, I'm going to go ahead and stick it on our card because then I can build up from there. And I'm going to go ahead and put this on. I didn't know if the adhesive would be strong enough, but it is. It definitely is strong enough on top of the ladybug. So that will sit right like that. Could put a sentiment. We're going to put a sentiment right on it. Okay, so there's our cute little jar. Not cute enough though. So I die cut the lid and look at all the detail in this. Can you, I sit still, you can maybe see it. There are all these lines for the, like the tucks, as well as this one right here. You can see how easily that bends. Like, wow, that's just so cool. But before I stick it on, I'm going to put on some ribbon And the ribbon that comes with this suite is called Checkered Trim. So let's get this open. This is in Misty Moonlight. There we go. Looks like, I mean, it just looks really fun. I think, well, maybe we'll use this. Maybe we'll use this as an extra. That's kind of a lot of blue on blue. What if we turn this way? That doesn't really match. All right, we will use this perhaps as an extra bow because I think that's a little bit too much. Do you agree? We got the checkered on the checkered. That looks like too much to me.
Kind of a little much.
Yeah. So I'm going to use the twine. I was trying to do something different, Cheryl. I am going to use this is the basic twine set.
Basic essentials.
Yes, which
pack.
comes with 5 different.
5 different neutral
twine.
colors. Hi, Sandy.
I'll just start it and Dave can finish it for me because I just obviously cannot think sometimes. All right. Let's go. I'm just going to tie this in a knot first and then I'll tie it in a bow. There's no way I can tie a bow if I have not secured it. So I'm going to tie a knot here. We're going to do something even cuter to it. So I want to pull it so hard that it rips it, but I don't want it to be saggy. I want it to look like it's actually around it. There we go. All right. So that's good. Then let's make a little bow. I'm going to make it upside down because then it will be right side up. Like that. Oh, that didn't work so well. Let's try it this way then. I don't know why sometimes that works really well and sometimes it doesn't, but it's okay. Maybe I make them differently. Who knows? You could always make 2 bunny ears and call it good, right? All right, I'm just going to pull that down because this one's a little short. Make this one, we'll just make that one shorter too. And there it is. It's sitting how I want it to be. And we're going to just separate that a little bit and trim this side to equal the other side. Oop. There we go. Okay, isn't that sweet? I think that's just really fun. So we'll put that on the top here and we're going to go ahead and pop it up. Now, if you, I mean, you could do it 2 different ways. The line right here is actually right there. When I made it the other day, I wasn't paying attention. I just put it up at the top. The only thing is then you can see it on the inside. So today I'm going to pay a little bit more attention and get it right at that line. So let's get some dimensionals, of course, and put those on. I like to cover my twine so that I'm sure it's going to hold it in place. There we go. All right. No assistance this morning. We are going to a swim meet in a little bit, and that's where they are. I think I'm going to go. I'm sorry, there's a lot on here, but it's okay. I just wanted to make sure it holds in the places I want it to hold. So let's just get all those off. And hold my twine. Whoa.
So this will be available for ordering on March 3rd.
Thank you. It's like it's a Tuesday, I'm sure, right?
Yes.
Everything always opens and comes out on Tuesdays. So hopefully you were able to take advantage of that free shipping. I did, and that's just such a great savings.
I think we had customers save over $100 in shipping.
Easily.
Maybe even 2. Yeah.
Yeah, I've easily saved over $25, so I'm happy with that. All right, I'm going to line this up at the top so it doesn't stick out too far. And I do want that pink covered. I am being more careful than I was when I made my first one, because now I know what I'm making. Oh, it's still showing that little bit of pink. So let's just scooch that up a tiny bit. And there we go. There we are. All right. All good. Bow doesn't have to be perfect, I suppose. There we go. So there is our top. What do you think? It's cute,
Very
isn't
cute.
it? I think it's really cute too. Also in the stamp set are some strawberries and some blueberries. And so I already die cut them, but we're just going to stamp them. So I have some strawberries.
And are those the dies that might fit the designer series paper?
No, because those are too,
I didn't find any others.
okay. Yeah, that's okay.
There were some in that one like tropical drink set that's on Last Chance.
No,
But
yep, there's another. That's okay. I'll
I
find
didn't
them.
find them. So
No worries. I will find them and we will use them. I find them and see if they look like they're going to fit. All right, so let's go ahead and stamp our little strawberry. And usually you stamp first and then die cut. I like to just stamp up, die cut them so you don't have to watch me do all that. Just saves a little bit of time. Oops. I don't want to stamp a strawberry on the blueberry. That will not work. So let's go ahead and stamp our little blueberries. And one more little blueberry. We probably won't use, well, we'll see if we use them all or not. Oops, I touched down. That's okay. Touch down, you got to go. Kind of like a plane probably, right? All right, so there's our blueberries and strawberries. And we're going to use some, can you grab me the strawberry slush marker? I did not bring that one over. So first
Stamp
I
and
thought,
blends or marker?
Stamp and blends. At first I thought it was blueberry bushel, because that's what that looked like to me, but it's actually Misty Moonlight, which I was like, oh, I didn't realize that. So I'm just going to color one of these blueberries. Oh, thank you, love.
Yep.
And stay off the top. And you could go all the way to the edge. It doesn't really matter, right? Because it's a blueberry. It's a circle. Good. And this one, this is the light. I tend to start with the light. In fact, when they sold only one single packs, I always bought the light. But now it comes in a double, which is super handy for when you want to do those darker ones. Okay, how was your week? Let's get to that. Hop in the chat. How was your week this week? I had a hard week on some days, and so other days were good. I'm going to make this part right here a little bit darker. Try to give it some, try to be a little artistic and give it a little shading on the edge here, like that. And then I'm just going to color in this whole thing with green. I know that the inside is probably a different color, but I'm going to go all green. Okay, and my strawberries are going to be, this color is Granny Apple Green, again, the light one. So anybody popping in the chat?
Twine is perfect for this. Cheryl said she likes putting the lid down a little lower.
Yeah, yep, didn't think of that the first time, but yep. And I also was just thinking it'd be so cute with the lid of the jar off with a spoon coming out. That would be cute too. So there we go. And I'm going to show you this because this is what I would do. But see, the stamping is a little bit off. Doesn't matter. I'm going to color the whole thing because that looks better, right? Let's just go ahead and get our strawberry slush. I like to do the edges first, and then I can just get the middle without being so careful. There we go. All right. I had my robe on this morning, and Tilly, she's 3, she had her robe on. And she's like, we have the same kind of robe. Do you have pockets? I said, I do have pockets. And she reaches in her pocket and grabs some beads. Who doesn't keep beads in their bathroom pocket? And then, like a necklace. And then Mardi Gras beads. And then I pulled out my hand and had it closed. I said, oh, guess what's in my pocket? She goes, nothing. I was trying to make it look like there was something in there. Nothing. I'm like, you're right. Nothing. All right. So there's our fruit that we will put on our fun little guy. So we're actually going to put our sentiment on first, but we'll put some fruit here. So with the sentiment, set that aside, we have a couple of things, a couple of different things we could use. So we are going to use, so you could use this. This is the one I was talking about with the texture, has the texture on the edges there. Or you could use this, or you could use this, or you could make a combination of, this could still sit on here on top, either in the same color or different color. This one could sit up and down. Look how nicely that fits right in there. So let's look at our words. And I really like that you're the sweetest. It's just sweet. Let's see, you're the sweetest, or we might, how about a thank you? Let's do a smaller one and we'll do a thank you. Because then we can even put that little fancy line perhaps above and below, or one or the other. Let's see. Let's try that fancy line. I'm going to do the fancy line on, maybe on this one. All right, let's stamp this. I'm going to stamp it in Misty Moonlight this time. The sample I'll show you, I stamped it in Darling Duckling. I'm going to go in the Misty Moonlight and try to get it right in the middle with this fun little textured one, just like that. Cute. And then I want to grab my little, what do you call these? Flourish. The little flourish. And see what we can do with the flourish. Let's just see. Does it go this way? This way? That looks like a bowl. I'm going to go this way. All right, so we're going to stick one on the top. Trying to go right to the edge, kind of in the middle. And I'm going to stick one on the bottom. Probably right there. Oops, I touched down. Lisa. I'll just flip it over. No big deal. Let's do the flourishes first this time. We'll go here. That's fine. And here. Like that. Don't touch down. It's because my block is bigger, so that part had ink on it. And we'll grab that little thank you and try that again. It's a great thing about our cardstock is it is thick enough that you will not see through it. There we go. Okay. Lovely, lovely, lovely. All right. And so that's going to go in the middle. Of course, we're going to decorate that a little bit. Of course. Push all this aside. So this is going to go right here. Let's get that ink rubbed in. We'll pop that up. But of course, I'm going to use, I sometimes like using the sheets. And I'm just going to cut a piece. And I'm going to put it right across the middle. Like that. Is that, yeah. Make sure I've got it on the right side. I can't fool those littles. Isn't that the truth? I was like, how did you know there's nothing in there? All right, I'm going to line this right up on that little curve just because I can. No other reason than that. And then I'm going to put my little berries that are going to be hanging off a little bit here and here. I know, Cheryl, it's so diverting so much from the one we made. It's almost exactly the same. So let's put some adhesive. The bottom one I'm going to stick all the way down. Tuck it under there a little bit. The next one I'm going to put a dimensional on. Just 2 dimensionals on the top side. Like that. I wonder how it would look if it was a pile of berries. More like. I kind of like the way it was. I'll just keep going with what I was thinking. Sometimes like, well, maybe that would look cute. Nah, maybe not. All right, so let's put another berry here. Cute. And then my blueberries. I'm just going to tuck them under and put them straight on. Just tuck these under here like that. Cute. Okay, super cute, right?
Super cute.
Really cute. Okay, but I'm not done yet because there's another piece in our... Okay, I promise you, I loaded all of this up and I'm confused why it's not here. I'm telling you.
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for the little pretty little embellishments. Oh, I did find the white piece. But can you grab me? I know. I had them. I really had them. Let me just clean up a little bit. So super fun to be able to use some of these. I think this would look really cute maybe on a solid. Like if the top was a different color and then using that ribbon, that could be fun. All right, while he's looking for those.
Strawberries and dots.
Are those open or no?
I see some missing.
Oh, yes, these are them. Because I have plans for the others. All right, so these are strawberries and dots. They're called strawberries and dots.
That's what I said.
I know. All right, so these are like those little foamy kind of dots. So there's 2 sizes in the strawberry slush, 2 sizes in the misty.
Hold them up a little higher.
I was going to say, if I hold it up higher, will it get clearer?
Yeah, if you wait just a second. Should. Or not.
Anyway, I was thinking these would look super cute right here on that dot. And right here on that dot.
Exactly, Tina. She says she would use this set for a scrapbook pages about
totally
jam and jelly making.
Absolutely. Yes, I thought of you. Okay. Inside, I'm not going to write on this. Obviously, I would like a white piece. Now, there's 2 options. You could just make a rectangle, which is what I did the other night. I'll show you that one in a moment. But then I was thinking, what if could I die cut the inside? I'm going to show you what I did so far. Could I die cut exactly inside here? Yes, I could, right? However, then when you put it on, the white is like right up to the edge, and I kind of would like a little bit of strawberry slush. So I die cut it once like this, and then I moved it over a little bit. You can tell by that little piece. I moved it over. I got two sides. There, it fits right in there like this. So I have a little border here and a border here, which should make it so that I can just pop it in there. I'm going to cut off at the little edge here. I'm going to get that off first. I was like, well, I felt like that was brilliant. And it should fit right here. Yeah, look at that. Woohoo! That's a little funky on that side, but I don't care.
It's at the seam.
I'm just going to put that in. It doesn't matter. All right, so we're going to pop that right in there. Totally thought of you, Tina. I was like, oh, this is a good set for Tina. And then, because I had die cut, you can die cut double of these. You can just pop in a little blueberry in the middle to make that look cute. We did comment the other night that these go edge to edge, so if you open it, it does bend that. And then our workaround on that was that you could just trim those a tiny bit. You could trim this a tiny bit, making it a curve. Probably would have been better to do it ahead of time, and I would probably trim the other side so it's not, well, it still bends, but I would trim this side too.
I'm okay with the bend.
You're okay with the bend. Okay, well, that side's already cut, so this side's going to match. Do you have something for us? I'm going to pop that blueberry in while they are watching what you have.
I do.
Didn't cue it up. That's okay.
No, I did, but it didn't.
So this is a short weekend for us, which means the kids leave early. They leave this afternoon. So we are going to have a little game night tonight, which is really fun. So we don't do that when they're here.
All right, so a couple things that I just want to draw your attention to that possibly you don't always think about. First one is product of the month. Product of the month is available every month, and you get that product for just $5 when you place a $75 order. Have to say we're at the end of February, which means it is your last chance to get this Painted Illusions 12x12 Designer Series paper for just $5.
Can I just correct you for a minute?
Sure.
So it will be there as long as it lasts. Because you can go back and get January's still.
Oh, that's right, until it's gone.
Yep, until it's gone.
So I know it's available today, so I would order today. It could be gone tomorrow for all we know. But product of the month, new one every month. They haven't put the March out for public display yet, so I can't show you that quite yet. The other thing I want to mention is there are the craft classes available. You know, the craft classes, you get to come, you order, you get the products. You also get invited to a private Facebook group, which is where the class itself happens. I'm going to go ahead. Lovely Blossoms is the one that was just happening. Now, this one, the live class took place just a couple days ago. February 19th was the live class. But have no fear, you could still order it. And then now it becomes an on-demand live stream. So you could still go ahead, order the class, and go back and do it. We also still have available a second one, which is Brushed with Beauty. I think this one is just gorgeous. The fun things that you can make with that, again, $30. You get, you see the products that it works with. Looks like they're out right now, unfortunately. But you get to craft a long experience with experienced instructors, exciting tips, blah, 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 blah. You get to make 4 projects using the Brushed with Beauty Sweets collection, sold separately. So keep that in mind. Great thing, if you've already ordered that suite, sign up for the class. Get some additional ideas on how you can use that. So those are the craft classes available. As with everything, go to thestamperstudio.com, click on Order Products, and then you can go in and see both the product of the month and the craft classes.
All right, let me show you the other one we made, and you can see how it's, my little strawberry maybe isn't staying there as well. But here's the one, the first one I made with these little flowers here. And I saw one with little white flowers kind of around. I was like, oh, that's cute too. Just put that little strawberry right there. And this one we just cut a little square and then rounded the corners, which still looks really cute. That looks really cute too. That does bug me that that bends, but maybe if
it looks more like the fabric that it is.
Oh, I see. So I stuck those blueberries in there. The other thing you could do is you can also, remember vellum is a great thing to use with your 3D embossing folder because it turns out white. So that would be a fun background as well. Perhaps like on a Misty Moonlight. It's just kind of fun. Just a different look. than doing it on paper, cardstock. So that is what I have for you. I love, love, love. I love these little guys. They're so fun. Like, I'm going to stick these on my ears and make them earrings. I wonder how long they'd stick. But just a couple of changes here, not too many. They're just really fun. So that's what I have for your homemade sweetness. Is that what it's called?
Yep.
Homemade sweetness, which is so fun. Look forward to that in about a week and a half. So I will see you. I hope you have a great, great, great weekend. I look forward to seeing you on Monday. But until then, happy stamping, friends.
Saturday in the studio.